Hey guys, welcome back to another Splitgate video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the timing, so time to kill on your weapons, your portals, your health regens, the time when your special weapons are coming up on the map, a bunch of good stuff that's going into today's video that's really going to help you improve no matter what rank you're at, so it's all really important information. If you guys do enjoy playing Splitgate, or you have been playing Splitgate a ton and you want to learn more about the game, be sure to go down below and click that big red subscribe button, because we're going to be putting out a ton of content, and we already have been. I've been enjoying the game so much. So with all that out of the way, let's jump right into the video. So all these statistics that we're going to be covering today, I'm going to be linking the tables down in the description below for any of you guys that are curious. But one of the most important things that I found out from this is the plasma rifle. Starting off with this, the body damage and head damage is exactly the same as 17.5, meaning your time to kill for the body and the head is the same at 500 milliseconds. This is absolutely insane, and this is why a lot of us feel like the plasma rifle is absolutely broken, especially up close. So it doesn't mean that you have to hit headshots with this plasma rifle. As long as you're putting shots center mass, you're good to go. Even if you hit headshots, there's going to be absolutely zero benefit from it. So when you guys do pick up a plasma rifle, just make sure that you understand that you are not having to go for headshots and just put those shots center mass, and this will help you a lot in your games. Now, when it comes down to the rest of the guns, the SMG is by far one of the best slight of the railgun. Of course, the railgun's doing 100 damage all around everywhere. It's absolutely broken. It's insane. If you guys get a chance to pick up a railgun, most definitely do so. But for some of your more common drops around the map, your SMG is going to absolutely annihilate. Now, as you guys know, I like to play takedown a ton, so the SMG is super powerful. The body damage is doing 10 damage per shot, and the head damage is doing 12. So if you're shooting just body shots all center mass, your time to kill is 540 milliseconds. If you're hitting all your shots in the head, it's 420 milliseconds. Now, the SMG is one of the guns that actually does have a drop off. Now, currently we don't have a way to judge meters inside of Splitgate, which I'm really hoping as we progress a little bit forward in the future that we do get that option. I would absolutely love to see a ping system come to this game. If you guys would love to see a ping system, make sure to comment down below, because I'm telling you guys, coming up with call outs for these maps is absolutely insane. I feel like this game could be so much more competitive if we could ping, so that our enemies and teammates like understand where the enemies are. But this gun does have a drop off. The drop off for the body goes all the way up to 840 milliseconds, and the head is around 660 milliseconds. Now, from what I've noticed inside the game, this drop off is about half the length of like a takedown map. So takedown maps are pretty small, so this will drop off relatively quickly, especially if you're playing fours, which is why the SMG feels like it's just a potato unless you're absolutely in someone's face. Now, the pistol is doing 17.5 at the body damage range, just like the plasma rifle, and it's doing 2.5 to the head, which is insane. The pistol's broken, guys. If you're doing 22 damage and a half to the head every single shot, it's nuts. It's insane. So your body damage, if you're putting all shots center mass, is 750 milliseconds. Headshots is going to take your time to kill all the way down to 600 milliseconds. Now, this is also one of those guns that has a drop off. Your drop off for the head is going to be 900, and your drop off for the body is going to be 1050. So if they are really far away, definitely choose an alternate weapon. But if they're in your face, most definitely you need to be using the pistol, which basically means if you're close quarters and you're playing takedown, or you're inside a building inside of fours, and all you have is a carbine and a pistol's definitely going to be the better option there, because it also has a higher fire rate and a faster time to kill. Now, with the carbine, I absolutely love the carbine. It's insane. It's pretty much a 4-shot every single time, because your body damage is doing 30, your head damage is doing 40, which that basically means if you're doing 2 headshots and a body damage, you're killing them in 3 shots. But if you're doing body damage, it's going to be 4. Your body time to kill is 1080, It is actually the highest time to kill out of any of the guns in the game currently. So if you're using the Carbine, make sure that you are prioritizing those headshots. Your headshot time to kill is going to be 720 milliseconds. So it's not great, but you know, it's not horrible either. The good thing about the Carbine is that it has absolutely no drop off. So it doesn't matter how far away they are. That's what's making this gun insanely powerful. You don't need to be up close to someone. This gun is meant to be picking people at range where these other weapons are gonna have a fall off point. Now, another gun that also does not have a fall off as far as range goes is the battle rifle. So again, the battle rifle is doing 15 body damage per shot, 25 head damage per shot. The body time to kill is 80 milliseconds less than the Carbine at 1,000. In the head time to kill is 500. So it's 220 milliseconds faster than the Carbine if you're hitting headshots with this thing. So if you guys can get really good at hitting headshots with the battle rifle, you're actually going to be a lot more profitable with it than the Carbine. So if you guys are having a good shot, or you guys are doing really well in the game with your shots, then definitely pick up the battle rifle. I would say the hardest thing about it is you have to like kind of lead your shots because they're coming out a little bit slower. So make sure it's almost like a click drag kind of thing. But the battle rifle, I actually did not know off the rip, is more powerful than the Carbine. Now, these stats and statistics are insanely important as you're running through the map, because a lot of the time you don't know, should I pick up a battle rifle? When should I be using the Carbine? Is the pistol even useful? We all know it's good, but now we actually know that our plasma rifles, we don't have to hit headshots. As long as we're putting shots on target, we're doing good. SMG is absolutely broken. However, you don't need to be shooting people at range with it. Same thing with the pistol. Pistol is also insanely good if you do not have an SMG. But it's also the same story as the SMG. It's like the SMG's little counterpart, so make sure you're not shooting people at range. The difference between the Carbine and the BR, the Carbine is going to be great, but if you can hit your shots, then the battle rifle is actually better statistically. But if you're not hitting your shots with that BR, then make sure you're sticking to the Carbine and making sure you're picking people from range. The BR is also something you're not going to want to use close quarters, so keep that in mind. Now, the assault rifle is a little bit tricky. I actually really like the assault rifle. A lot of people hate on it a whole lot. The assault rifle has 13 body damage, 18 head damage. Your body time to kill is going to be 700 milliseconds, and your head time to kill is going to be 500 milliseconds, putting you in the exact same category as the BR and the plasma rifle. Now, the assault rifle does have a damage drop-off at 900 milliseconds for the body and 600 milliseconds for the head. Now, this is where it gets interesting, because the AR is really good to just spray people down with. So I would say that this gun more or less shines in that mid-range category. You don't want to be super close, but it can definitely contend in that closer space, but it's going to shine a lot more in that mid-range where you're able to put a lot of shots on target and you're up against these way higher time to kills with that range. But the SMG or the pistol, if you hit headshots with the AR, you're going to outgun a pistol, but the SMG is going to outgun you every single time pretty much. So now that we know how much damage and how useful each one of these individual guns are, we're going to talk about how fast do they spawn. Now, the ARs are going to spawn every 30 seconds. These are not a big deal. This basically just means you're going to be able to get ammo for it and keep it up in your ammo or in your weapon rotation quite a bit throughout the game. Moving forward, the second highest is going to be the BR and the SMG. They are going to spawn at 1 minute. So every minute that you count down through that game, the SMG or BR is going to be up on the map somewhere, so make sure you prioritize those. What I like to do is I like to pay attention to the clock in game and then just run time off of that, so then it makes everything seamless. Once you know the spawns, then you'll know, okay, I have about 20 seconds to get to this weapon spawn because it's about to be up. Moving forward from 1 minute, we're going to be going with the sniper, and it's going to recharge every 2 minutes, so 120 seconds. After that, we will then get access Two are shotguns, which if you play takedown doesn't really matter, and the railgun. So the shotgun and railgun are going to be every 150 seconds. These weapons are insanely good. Make sure you're prioritizing them. Same thing with the rocket launcher and BFB. Every 150 seconds, these weapons are going to be coming up on the map. They are what you would consider tier 1 weapons, which basically means they are going to put in work on pretty much every other weapon out there. And then your plasma rifles are going to be coming up every 90 seconds. Now, once you guys understand these, make sure you correlate these into in-game time, which I will be putting up on the screen right now for you. And just pay attention to the clock throughout your games and make sure that you're getting to these weapons a couple, I would say probably 30 seconds before they're up, and just kind of control that area so that you get the best chance at picking these up for your team, because controlling these weapons and controlling their spawns are definitely going to make the game a lot easier for you guys. Now, if you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. It helps the video out a ton. Share it with all your friends. And if you enjoy Splitgate content, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to grow the army a ton here recently. And I appreciate every single one of you guys for watching. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.